Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, we are going to answer the question that did we came from monkey? So without wasting time, let's get started. Before coming to the question, we should know that how we came to Earth. First, the inorganic elements that were present in the earth formed inorganic compounds. Then the inorganic compounds formed organic compounds, which then aggregated to form macromolecules. Then these macromolecules again aggregated to form acellular organisms. From that, cellular organisms were originated. After unicellular life forms, multicellular life forms like poriferas, arthopods, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, then finally mammals arrive. All these diversified life forms originated from simple inorganic elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Thus, as time passed, life forms became complex. So did we. From simple organisms, complex organisms were formed, and from complex organisms, more compound organisms were formed, and so lastly humans and other mammals were formed. Now briefly let us understand the history of different stages of evolution of mankind, which is very important to know the concept behind the question that we asked at the first. So basically about 15 million years ago, primates that were called Dryopethecas and Ramapithecas were existing. They were kind of hairy and walked like gorillas and chimpanzees. Ramapithecas was more man-like while Dryopithecus was more ape-like. Then came about 2 million years ago Australopithecines, probably that lived in East African grasslands. Evidence showed that they hunted with stone weapons but essentially ate fruit. Some of the bones among the bones discovered were different. They were almost 4 feet tall and walked upright. The first creature that was human-like were Homo habilis. The brain capacities of Homo habilis was around 650 to 800 cc, and they probably did not eat meat. Fossils discovered in Java in 1891 revealed the next stage, that is the Homo erectus, about 1.5 million years ago. So Homo erectus had a huge brain around 900 cc. Homo erectus probably ate meat. The next stage was Neanderthal man, which had a brain size of 1400 cc and lived in East and Central Asia, and the age was between 1 lakh to 40,000 years back, and they used hides to protect their bodies, and they probably buried their dead. The final and the last stage was we, that is Homo sapiens, who rose in Africa and moved across continents and developed into distinct races. And then came the agriculture and some of the drawings that we did, like the Bhimbetka rock shelter in Rezin district in Madhya Pradesh. So now coming to the final question, that is, did we came from monkeys? The answer to this question is no, we did not came from monkey, but we human beings and monkey share a common ancestor. This common ancestor had lot of features in common. Some of the ancestral stock became human beings while other evolved and become monkeys. So that is why we share a very interesting similarity between us and monkeys. Humans and monkeys are both primates, but humans are not descendant from monkeys or any other primate living today. We do not share a common ape ancestor with chimpanzees. It lived between 8 and 6 million years ago, but humans and chimpanzees evolved differently from that same ancestor. All apes and monkeys share a more distant relative which lived about 25 million years ago. This type of evolution is known as divergent evolution, where a single species, which is known as common ancestral stock, becomes diversifies and forms 2 or more different species. Various anatomical and morphological features like forelimb structure or various organ structure can identify the similarities between 2 different organisms, which in turn would indicate a divergent evolution. For example, the bones in our hand and the bones in monkey's hand are quite similar, especially of the forelimbs. This type of structures are known as homologous organs, which perform different functions but have the same anatomy. For example, the forelimbs of bats, humans, cheetah, as well as monkeys, they all are identical in structure but performs different functions. The forelimbs of bats are modified to wings for flying, whereas for cheetah it is for running. For humans and monkeys they are for grasping. Thus, this homologous organs helps us to understand that we humans and monkeys share a common ancestry, which is the ancestral stock from which some of them became monkey and some evolved into human beings. It is a misconception that we human beings originated from monkey, but we did not originate from monkey. We and monkeys had a common ancestor from which we both originated. Hence, we have got our answer. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.